Welcome. I'm Kinetic Symphony. I hunt down and report on weird and true mysterious stories, from glitches to the paranormal. Would you like even more content? Here's my Patreon. Now onto the stories. Case file number 1215, written by manlikerealities. A mysterious feline observed the impossible. When I was 9 years old, my best friend and I were crossing a busy street on the way home from school. Normally we were careful, but I was distracted by a black cat following us down the road. We stopped and she bent down to pat him while I turned around to cross the street, not thinking to look both ways. A silver car was directly to my right, about to hit me. I froze up, like a deer in headlights. My friend was screaming. Then suddenly, it was on my left. It didn't swerve, wasn't in another lane. The car was just suddenly on my other side, speeding away. I ran across the rest of the road and my friend asked how I had passed through the car. Everything looked a bit strange. Her shape was fuzzy and doubled. It was a clear day and the sun was shining even though it had been overcast and windy on the other side of the road. When I glanced back, the black cat was staring at me from the other side. Then he just strolled away. I know it was an optical illusion and I had probably just missed the car by a fraction of a second and was just rattled later. I thought about it for years afterwards though. Case notes for file 1215. A mysterious feline observed the impossible. I like the idea that the cat transferred one of its 9 lives to you. But no, more likely you just borrowed from the infinite pool of resets we all have. In that new universe you really did miss the car by an inch. In the first one you weren't so lucky. What's more interesting about this story is the cat looking at you afterwards. Makes me wonder. Cats are supposedly creatures of exceptionally high perceptive ability. I wonder if they can perceive soul transfers, like a wisp of smoky energy flowing into a new body. It saw exactly what happened. Then moved on because it needs to find dinner, of course. And if a cat can see that, then it probably sees it all the time. It's not a rare occurrence. Souls are flicking in and out of bodies all over the place. Case file number 1216, written by PlasticFannyTastic. Dreams as a bridge to the other world. 2 days after one of my closest, dearest friends died. We were semi-expecting it after he was in a terrible accident. I fell asleep in the library at school. This was after a horrific couple of days trying to process everything and function normally. I was massively sleep deprived. I placed my head in my arms on the library desk and I woke up there. And there he was beside me. It was a scenario that had happened so many times, us revising and hanging out in the library together, whispered jokes and banter, that it didn't feel strange at all. We stood up and wandered around, watched one librarian putting books away on shelves. There was a girl reading a book sitting on the floor with sickly bright yellow socks. My friend made some silly dad joke about them being too loud for the library. We chatted in low voices about nothing much, the usual chit-chat, and then went back to the desks. I woke up and he was gone, of course. I was startled but weirdly euphoric. I went over the same set of shelves and had déjà vu, saw the same librarian putting away the books and the same girl with the yellow socks still there sat on the floor reading. I swear to this day I hadn't seen them before I went to sleep. I like to think it was his way of saying goodbye. It helped me immensely, even though I know it was probably just a dream. But the socks thing has always stuck with me, and anytime I see a pair of loud yellow socks, not very often, I think of him and our final chat. Case notes for file 1216. Dreams as a bridge to the other world. So when we dream, we access a new world, including the in-between, where soul fragments reside, in my theory. It's rare that these souls break through the membrane into our perceived dimension, and when they do, we witness them as ghosts. In this dream place, the subconscious is still intermingled with the soul and pushes it into our conscious mind, taking in details that it otherwise, you wouldn't have. The surroundings, the librarian, the girl with the yellow socks, all that's happening around you. It's using the soul almost like an extended periscope on a submarine, piercing between two worlds of water and air, of life and death, and gathering information to be brought back down to the command center of your mind. This is how you witnessed events and details in a dream that really existed and happened when you woke up, Makes my jaw drop to the floor every time I think about this. The real question then is, was it really your friend there, or was it just your dream? You were stretching your soul, your friend wasn't really there, that was just your mind making you at ease. But everything else really was there and happening, and that's how you knew about the girl and the librarian and so on. I like to think that your friend was there though, just saying his final goodbye. Bonus file written by Notthesharkfromjaws, Confronting the Gray-Skinned Monster. I had a living room in my parents' 2-story house that connected to stairs leading to the second floor of the house. You could see completely down the hall on the second floor from the couch in the living room. One time, my family went away on vacation, so I had my cousin come over while I house sat for them. I'd been alone in this house for a couple of days now, and I just really wanted company. We're sitting on this couch playing Xbox or something. The stairs leading to the second floor are almost out of vision. At the very top of the stairs on the left is a doorway leading to a bathroom and nothing else. We were up pretty late, gaming, when out of the corner of my eye I saw a gray face lean out and stare at me for a split second. I didn't budge, I just barely noticed it, but as soon as I did, it was gone. I hadn't snapped to look at it, nor did I say anything. I just continued gaming for about 3 seconds until my cousin said, "Did you just see that?" As soon as our eyes connected, we both knew we saw the same thing. The second my cousin said that, I felt my heart sink. It scared the crap out of me to have him pretty much confirm what I saw, but brushed off. I had immediately assumed it was just one of those blurs or darting shadows you get in the corner of your eye at times. The creepiest part is that it slid out as if it was lying on the floor. Whatever it was, its head was at the level with the top of the steps, right at the bottom of the bathroom door frame. It just sorta slid out, stared, then slid back. Again, I just saw it from the corner of my eyes, but it appeared to be gray skin with black hair from our combined description. We went upstairs and checked the whole bathroom, including the insides of luggage bags in the closet. We never found anything. To this day, I still can't have a door in my house open. I'm afraid I'll be looking down the hall and some gray-skinned creature will just lean half its face out to silently stare at me and then vanish. To all the people saying it was a raccoon or something, you think exactly like me, using that as an excuse to go make sure the bathroom is clear. We both knew it was a lie, but we both would have felt safer getting attacked by a raccoon at that point. That's why we checked every single bag in the closet. Whatever it was, we had it trapped in the bathroom. It had nowhere to go. Whatever it was, it disappeared without a trace. Case on for the bonus file. Confronting the gray-skinned monster. Without knowing someone else saw the monster too, you'd have gone back to gaming and likely never thought of this again. Stocked tightly in the back recesses of your mind, a memory of things that you just thought was a blur in the corner of your eye. Multiple witnesses truly invokes fear though, because you know it wasn't a trick of the mind. Or if it was, something forced that illusion onto both of your conscious perceptions? Why and for what? I really couldn't say. And no, I don't think this was an actual little gray alien, as much as I want it to be, sadly. And now time for the quote of the day. You don't stop laughing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop laughing. Michael Pritchard. This is one of those quotes that you just have to stop and think and appreciate the truth of it. I think growing old, obviously there's the biological age, but I think this is referring to the mindset. As people grow old, oftentimes they become more grumpy, more serious, and nothing wrong with being serious, but I think you need that balance of humor and lightheartedness. Because if not, you really are allowing yourself to grow old in the sense of not appreciating the finer and simple things of life. Never lose the pleasure of simplicity. A good meal, a good joke, a good movie, a good laugh with friends. That's what life is all about. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. Kinetic Symphony signing off.